What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ivy. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will take the field first. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. He's loose on the right, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first to score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCLA's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Encroachment defense. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Defense has to stay out of that nuke. It's 2nd and 5. Got it behind the line. It's Flores. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
Nestles it in at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Using his legs to buy some time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. This time on target.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
On the direct snap, it's Singleton. They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Ball will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Here's the handoff. It's a seam wide open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
And his throw is incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Bruins are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bruins. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Pena. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fights off a defender. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Smith takes the handoff. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Grab near the marker. It's Ross. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. And if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Hand off from the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage.
Wide open spacing. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Here's the heat.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Bruins line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. Backed up now, here's second and long. Power football with the run. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
I love the effort by that defender on that play. He knew the ball was coming to the outside, and he was being blocked. He was able to shed it quickly and then use his speed to force that ball carrier out of bounds for a loss.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Allard. Hauls it in. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down from the 38. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down bunker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They would have needed a boomer from here, a 55-yard field goal attempt, so instead they'll go for it on. He's got it, first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. himself with a pick six.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. They're working that left side. Still on his feet at the 45. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Good right down the boulevard.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. On the ground, it's Allen. Got room to work. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Catch in the middle, it's Saunders. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Now from inside the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Aller. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
The Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to run for it. Runs for the tackle. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The kick is on its way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again.
Turning it on. He's loose. Discards him with the stiff arm. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end now in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's Aller. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it at the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Berger. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. UCLA will go back to work on offense. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From From the gun, wants to pass. And down he goes back into 3. The Bruins decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just...
Oh, a lot of space. Inside the 10. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense showing the speed. How about the blocking?
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Flores. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the tailback. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Bruins need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. There he goes. Still on his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low.
Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Illinois went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Illini ever do that? Iron sharpens iron, and you you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
To the air on second down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's taking a deep shot. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. When you know you have a team out in class, the ability to